In the name of Allah, the most kind, merciful, and loving. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to online class again. Today, our lecture number is 13 and the subject is English. First of all, I shall tell you the topics which are included in this lecture. From English A, we shall do chapter number 3 on the ocean. Actually, this is a poem and we shall do the explanation of this poem. Then after it we shall do summary of this poem. Then from English B we shall do present indefinite tense and we had done exercise 1 and 2. Now we have to do exercise number 3. First of all, from chapter number 3 on the ocean we shall do the explanation of this poem. Here is the full poem in front of you. The title is On the Ocean. First of all, I will read this poem in front of you. There are 3 stanzas included in this poem. The first one is all in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast did stand, no bigger than the moon. Day after day, we stuck, nor breath nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. This poem is actually written by a Samuel Taylor Coleridge. On the Ocean is a poem that is written by S.T. Coleridge, or you can say that Samuel Taylor Coleridge. This poem is actually about a sailor. The sailor is telling what happened to him while he is on the ship. As you know that this is the poem on the ocean and the title of the poem is showing that this poem is about the ocean. And the ocean means a very large area of sea. You can say that Bada Samandar, Khula Samandar. Actually, the poet is telling us about the journey, his experience in this poem. Actually, there are 3 stanzas in this poem. I will explain each stanza one by one. Okay, here is the first stanza in front of you. First of all, I will tell you in Urdu, then I will explain it. All in a hot and copper sky. Hot mean garam. Copper sky mean tambe ka asman. The sky which is in golden or dark brown color. You can easily see in the picture the sky is in golden color or in dark brown color. That one is known as copper sky. The sentence will be तमाम एक गरम और तांबे के आसमान में. The bloody sun mean खूनी सूरज. So the sentence will be दोपहर के वक्त खूनी सूरज. Right up above the mast did stand. Mast mean mastol. You can see in the picture there are 3 pillars in front of you. That one is a mast or mastol. There are 3 pillars on the ship in which is in front of you. The sentence will be मस्तूल के ऊपर खड़ा हो गया. No bigger than the moon. चांद से बड़ा नहीं. So the explanation will be the writer, the poet explains that the weather is too hot and we all are under the copper sky. The sky is in golden or dark brown color and the sun is shining brightly and the sun is looking like blood in color and the time is noon. You can say that 12 o'clock of noon. He says that the time is noon and we are under bloody sun and copper sky. Mast mean mastol, I have told you before. The bloody sun standing above the mast and the sun is as bigger as the moon. This is the meaning of this stanza. Here is the second stanza in front of you. Day after day, दिन के बाद दिन, day after day, दिन के बाद दिन, we stuck, हम फंस गए, nor breathe, ना ही सांस, nor motion, ना ही हरकत. हम फंस गए, ना ही सांस थी और ना ही हरकत. As idle as a painted ship. पेंट जहाज की तरह बेकार. You can say that ऐसा साकन जैसे तस्वीर का जहाज. Upon a painted ocean, paint हुए समंदर पर. So the writer wants to say that the days are passing but we are stuck because the ship is motionless. It can't move like a painted object. The first day is passing, the second day is passing, the third day is passing, but we cannot move. We are motionless. Our ship is stopped and there is no movement in it. The poet gives the example of painted ship here, like there is a painting in front of you and there is painting of ocean which has a ship. The poet says that our ship is stuck. There is no movement. It is motionless as like a painting of ship which cannot be moved. This is the second stanza. Now here is the last stanza, the third stanza. Water, water everywhere, हर जगह पानी ही पानी, and all the boards did shrink, और सारे boards सिकुड़ गए. Water, water everywhere, हर जगह पानी ही पानी, but not a drop to drink. लेकिन पीने के लिए एक कतरा भी नहीं. The poet says here that there is water everywhere, there is too much water everywhere, that the boards through which the ship makes are completely shrink. And the other reason, that is, there is too much hot weather and the sun is shining so brightly. Because of them, the boards shrink. Because of these two reasons. He says again about water that there is water everywhere, that there is a lot of water, but they have not a drop of water to drink. They are thirsty. They wants to drink water, but there is no water anywhere. So here is the last stanza. I hope that you have understood these three stanzas. Now here are the meanings related to this poem. You have to write them on the book. Copper sky, तांबे का आसमान, bloody sun, खूनी सूरज, like blood, mast, मस्तूल, bigger, बड़ा, stuck, फंस गया, breathe, सांस, motion, हरकत करना, everywhere, हर जगह, shrink, सुकड़ना, drop, कतरा. You have to write them on your book and you have to learn them by heart. Now we will do chapter number 3 on the ocean summary. Now you will understand this poem very clearly. Okay students, here is the summary in front of you. I will first of all read this, then I will explain it. The poem on the ocean has been written by S.T. Coleridge. The poet explains the hardships and dangers that the poet and the crew encountered during a sea voyage. The poet recalls that it was a hot summer day. The sky was looked to be made of copper. It seemed burning due to heat. The sun was shining brightly above their heads. The ship was stuck and still because the wind was not blowing. Water was also motionless. The crew of the ship and ocean became motionless as in a painting. They felt thirsty but no water to drink. They had consumed their whole supply of water. It was hot that wooden boards of the ship had shrunk. Now I will explain this one by one. The poem On the Ocean has been written by S.T. Coleridge. Nazm on the Ocean S.T. Coleridge ने लिखी है. The poet explains the hardships and dangers. Poet या शायर बयान करता है मुश्किलात और खतरात को that the poet and the crew encountered, जिनका शायर और अमले को सामना करना पड़ा due to a sea voyage, समुद्री सफर के दौरान या समुद्री सफर की वजह से. शायर समुद्री सफर की वजह से शायर और अमले को जिन मुश्किलात और खतरात का सामना करना पड़ा उनकी वजाहत करता है. The poet recalls that it was a hot summer day. शायर याद करता है कि एक गर्मी का दिन था. The sky looked to be made of copper. आसमान तांबे से बना हुआ लगता था. It seemed burning due to heat. ये गर्मी की वजह से जल रहा था. The sun was shining brightly above their heads. उनके सरों के ऊपर सूरज चमक रहा था. The ship was stuck and still. जहाज फंस गया था और अभी भी है. Because the wind was not blowing. क्योंकि हवा नहीं चल रही थी. Water was also motionless. पानी भी बेहरकत था. The crew of the ship and ocean became motionless as in a painting. जहाज का अमला, जहाज और समंदर एक पेंटिंग की तरह बेहरकत हो गए. They felt thirsty. उन्हें प्यास महसूस हुई. But लेकिन नो फ्रेश वाटर टू ड्रिंक, पीने के लिए ताज़ा पानी नहीं था। दे हैव कंज्यूम्ड देयर होल सप्लाई ऑफ वाटर, उन्होंने पानी की अपनी पूरी फराहमी ख़त्म कर ली थी। इट वॉज हॉट दैट वुडन बोर्ड्स ऑफ द शिप हैड श्रंक, ये गर्म था कि जहाज की लकड़ी के तख्ते सिकुड़ चुके थे। So this is the summary of this poem. You have to write this and you have to learn this by heart. Now we will do one topic from English B, that is present indefinite tense, and we shall do exercise number 3. And this exercise is related to negative sentences. So first of all, we have to discuss the method of negative sentences of present indefinite tense. First of all, we will write subject at the start of the sentence, and then the helping verb which we have to use in present indefinite tense is do does. Then after do does we have to use not, because this is negative. Then after it we have to use first form of verb. Now here we will not use first form of verb plus SCS. We will not use SCS because we are using does in the sentence. When we are using does in the sentence, then we will use only first form of verb. Then after first form of verb we will write object of the sentence. So here is the negative sentence method. You have to keep this method in your mind while you are listening the sentences related to this topic. Here are the 5 sentences related to negative sentences. वो गुनाह पर नहीं पछताता है. पछताता is showing that it is present indefinite tense, and नहीं is showing that it is in negative sentence. वो गुनाह पर नहीं पछताता है, वो is a person, and ta is showing that there is singular person, so we have to write he does not repent on sin. आप अपनी गलती को तस्लीम नहीं करते हैं showing that it is present indefinite tense, and nahi is showing that it is negative, and the English of आप is you, and we have to use do with you. So the sentence will be you do not admit your mistake. गैर दिलचस्प किताबें हाथों हाथ नहीं बिकती हैं. Now you have to keep in mind that this sentence is in passive voice, and in passive voice of present indefinite tense we have to use is or instead of do does. So गैर दिलचस्प किताबें, uninteresting books, and books are more than one, so we have to use are here. Uninteresting books are not sold. We have to use always third form of verb in the passive voice. Sold like hot cakes. सितारे दिन में नहीं चमकते हैं. ते हैं is showing that it is present indefinite tense. नहीं is showing that it is negative. सितारे stars. Stars are more than one, so we have to use do with it. Stars do not shine in the day. वो मेरी बात नहीं सुनता है. ता is showing that it is present indefinite tense. नहीं is showing that it is negative, and ताहे is again showing that there is male person, so we have to use he does not listen to me. So these are the 5 sentences. Now here are 5 more sentences. मैं उस अजनबी को नहीं पहचानता हूँ. ता हूँ present indefinite tense. नहीं negative. The English of I is मैं is I, and we have to use do with it. I do not recognize this stranger. हम आपको नहीं जानते हैं. ते हैं present indefinite tense. नहीं negative. The English of hum is we, and we have to use do with we. We do not know you. सब लड़के शरारत नहीं करते हैं. ते हैं present indefinite tense. नहीं negative. सब लड़के, all the boys, these are more than one, so we have to use do with it. All the boys do not make mischief. दाना आदमी ऐसी गलती नहीं करता है. ता है present indefinite tense. नहीं negative. दाना आदमी, a wise man, it is a singular, so we have to use does with it. A wise man does not. Now we will use only commit. We will not use s with it, ses with it. A wise man do not commit such a mistake. सूरज जमीन के गिर्द चक्कर नहीं लगाता है. ता है present indefinite tense. नहीं negative. सूरज is a singular. The sun So we have to use does with it because it is singular. The sun does not revolve around the earth. And we have to write the first alphabet of sun and earth capital because these are proper nouns. There are 5 more sentences. चांद आजकल शाम को नमोदार नहीं होता है. ता है प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस. नहीं नेगेटिव. चांद इंग्लिश मून. मून इज सिंगुलर. मून डज नॉट अपीयर इन द इवनिंग नाउअडेज. लकड़ी पानी में नहीं डूबती है. ती है इंडेफिनिट. प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट. नहीं नेगेटिव. लकड़ी. द वुड. वुड इज सिंगुलर. वी हैव टू यूज डज. The wood does not sink in water. We will not use ses with sink because we are using does here. लोहे का टुकड़ा पानी पर नहीं तैरता है. ता है प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस. नहीं नेगेटिव. लोहे का टुकड़ा. पीस ऑफ आयरन. दिस इज सिंगुलर. A piece of iron does not float on water. अकबर कुछ जमा नहीं करता है. Now here we have to use nothing here because we don't know about the number of things. अकबर कुछ जमा नहीं करता है. अकबर says nothing. हम किसी को ख्वामख्वाह तंग नहीं करते हैं. ते हैं प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस. नहीं नेगेटिव. हम we you have to use do with we do not tease anybody for nothing. These are the last 5 sentences. Now we had done 15 sentences related to this exercise. Now in this lecture we had done first of all on the ocean poem and we had discussed the explanation of this poem. Then we had done the summary of this poem. Then after it we had done from English B present indefinite tense exercise number 3. I hope that you have understood all these. You have to make sentences related to these negative sentences of present indefinite tense on your practice notebook. Okay, now I am ending here. Take care students. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.